answer something?
Yes, please.
Hello, teacher. I am in the class.
Give me something hard.
Hello, boys, please. Okay, 5 over 10.
Teacher,
Just listen, please.
today.
Okay.
5
over 10 plus
equals
5.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Is it equal to 1?
Equals to 1 because
That's right.
they're the same. They're the same.
Mr. Mahmoud.
The denominator is the same as the
Both of them
numerator.
the same. Yes?
Mr. Mahmoud.
Yes? Yes, Yusuf?
Sorry, I was late.
Why?
I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem. So put in your mind that any number divided by itself is equal to 1 except 0 over 0. It can be done. So look here. 1 over 1 is equal to 2 over 2 is equal to 3 over 3 is equal to 4 over 4 is equal to 100 over 100
is equal
is
to
equal
a
to
billion.
any number over itself except 0.
0 over
1000
0.
over 1000, all of that is equal to 1.
A quadrillion over a quadrillion.
Any number. So
Give me
all of that
give
is
me a
equal to
question.
what? Wait.
1.
All of that is equal to 1. That's right.
Now give me a question.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now please remember this example. If I have here 6, wait, Abdul Mohsen, please. 6 plus 2 plus 4. Would you please, Danny, are you with me?
Yes.
Would you please pick 2 numbers? If you add them together, you'll get 10.
6 and 4 all makes 10.
Yeah, that's right. But look, they are far from each other. So what should I do? I have to make them next to each other. So you have to replace the position of 2 and 4.
Oh, I thought we were gonna replace.
So if you write 6 plus 4 plus 2, so
Plus
I
2.
change the position of the 2 numbers in commutative property. You remember it?
Yep.
Commutative property. Just write it in a bracket like that. So 6 plus 4 plus 2, the same. Now I'm gonna put 6 and 4 in one bracket and then write the answer. But don't forget to write here associative property, ASSO. 6 plus 4 is gonna be 10, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry. What is that? Okay, 10 plus 2
10 plus 2 is 12. Everyone
is
knows that.
12. That's right. Is this our lesson today? Of course not.
No. Now give me a question.
Okay, let me explain the lesson first, then I'll give you 100 questions.
Wait, teacher, can I guess the lesson? I just want to guess.
Yes, Abdul Mohsen.
Mister, I have the hardest question for you.
Wait, can you ask me any question after the lesson, please? Yes, Yusuf Hazm, you have an urgent thing?
Mr. Mahmoud,
Hmm?
I have a question.
What is your question?
Can you explain for me the last lesson?
Wait, please. Just focus on this lesson. Then anything after that, we can fix it.
Because I
Teacher,
didn't
is the
understand anything.
Listen, please. Listen. Look, I'm going to write here 2 and 4 over 8 plus 3 and 2 over 8 plus 5 and 4 over 8. So look, we have here 3 mixed numbers. 3 mixed numbers. Folks, please, Abdulaziz and Ahmed Sharif. 3 mixed numbers. Can you, Abdulaziz, tell me about 2 fractions? Their sum is equal to 1?
What?
Can you tell me about 2 fractions from these? their
Okay.
summation, if you add them, you will get 1.
Yes.
What
From the
are
top
these?
ones. It's 4 and 4.
4 over 8. Look.
And
And look here, we
yes,
have
and
4 over 8.
over 8.
What if we add them together? Can we get 1?
Yes, because it will be 8.
Yeah, so if you, I'm gonna make them here in the draft. 4 over 8 plus 4 over 8 will be 8 over 8, and you know 8 over 8 is equal to 1. So let
1,
me
1.
put 2 over 8. I'm sorry, 2 and 4 over 8 plus this one, this mixed
Right here.
number. I will make it here in the middle
And
and change this mixed number to be here in this place in a commutative
Yes.
property. So I'm gonna write here 5 and 4 over 8 plus 3 and 2 over 8. What is the name of this property? Commutative.
Commutative.
Commutative
Commutative.
property. Now we can put here one bracket on these two mixed
AKA
numbers.
communications.
No, it's the
Lol.
abbreviation of commutative. Now look, Abdulaziz. You said 4 over 8 plus 4 over 8 is equal to 1, right? Abdulaziz,
Yes.
you said 4 over 8 plus 4 over 8 is equal to 1.
Yes.
So we are going to find the answer for what in between bracket. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7, right? Abdulaziz, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
And also me.
4 over 8 plus 4 over 8 is equal to 1, right?
Right.
So write 1 here. So now what in between bracket is 7 plus 1? Of course, it's 8 plus 3 and 2 over 8. Now I'm going to write 8. 7 plus 1 is equal to 8 plus
Yeah.
3 and 2 over 8. Can you please, Abdulaziz, add the two whole numbers?
Okay.
8 and 3. What is 8 and 3?
8 plus 3, 11.
11. And
And the denominator is the same.
do we have a fraction except 2 over 8?
Yes, because we have nothing.
Only 2 over 8, so drop it here in the answer.
Yes.
Now the answer is 11 and 2 over 8.
2 over 8.
So don't forget to write here associative property. This is the answer. Is it hard?
No, it's easy peasy, just like I eat a piece of cheese.
Okay. Thank you. Yusuf
Now
Hazim, you
can you ask
understand
me a
that?
question?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Yusuf.
Mr. Mahmoud, the lesson that I want you to explain for me, that the add and subtract mixed numbers, the true fraction, the
Okay.
true.
Could you
and
please
the
send
true
me a message
mixed
after the
numbers.
class?
Okay, I'll send you. But my
Okay.
mom isn't home.
No
Can
problem.
I answer
No
a
problem.
question now?
Yes, Danny. This one, please. 31 and 5 over 10 plus 20 and 1 over 3 plus 3 and 5 over 10.
Okay.
Hmm. Here you are.
So first we want to add 31 5 over 10 with 3 and 5 over 10
Yeah.
because they're the same denominators, or was it?
Yeah. What if
Yeah.
we add 5/10 plus 5/10? Can we get one?
Yes, we can.
We can get one. Yeah.
Because both of them are 5, and 5 plus 5 is 10, because that's so obvious.
So if I consider this mixed number is number 1, and this is number 2, and this is number 3, so I have to replace what and what?
3 with 2.
That's right. So please write it again. 31
5 over 10
plus
plus 3 5
Yeah.
over 10
Yeah.
plus 20, 1 over 3.
Plus 20 and 1/3. Now look, 3 in this place,
Now,
in this case, in the place of 2. So what is the
We
name of
put-
this property?
commutative,
Commutative. Commutative.
commutative,
Commutative.
commutative.
Commutative property. Then just add this bracket here and
We put a
here.
bracket here and there.
Yeah. Look,
We don't.
5
we-
tenths plus 5 tenths is already 1. So
Yeah,
we
so
need to add 1, 2, 3, and 31.
So 31 plus 3 is gonna be 34.
Yeah.
34 plus 1 is 35. So
That's right.
the total number here is 35.
35 now plus this one.
Plus 20, 1/3.
20 and
So
1/3.
that means we add 35 with 20. That's gonna be calculating 55.
That's right.
That means, and since there's no
55.
fraction here, we put 1/3 if there's no
That's
fraction.
right. So this is
If
the
there
answer.
was a fraction, that means we have to put it together. But we don't.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank
So
you.
the total number is 55, 1 over 3.
Perfect. Now,
Easy,
please,
that's
I
so
invite you.
easy.
Yeah, I invite you to listen to this video about the same topic.
Wait, teacher, do you know what you call this?
Why is my mic unmuted?
Yes.
You call this tall brain.
Okay.
Tall
just listen.
brain. My brain is so tall that it's out of the
Okay.
camera.
Thank you, Danny. Please listen.
For math, number 73, fractions and properties of addition. The commutative property of addition and the associative property of addition can help us group and order addends to add them easier. So remember, an addend is what you add together to get a sum. These are the addends right here, okay? And then the 4 is the sum. Remember that the top is the numerator and the bottom is the denominator. And let's talk about the commutative property. The commutative property of addition says when the order of two addends change, the sum stays the same. So think of it like this. If this is your home, and here's a coffee house that you like to stop at to get coffee, and then here's work or school, if you go from home the 2 miles to the coffee house and stop, and then go the 3 miles to work, it's going to be 5 miles to get to work. When you come home from work and you stop at the coffee house and then stop home, it's still 5 miles. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So the commutative property of addition is like commuting to work and home, or school and home. It doesn't matter whether you're commuting to work or to home, the commute is the same distance. It's still 5 miles. Either way you commute, okay? That's the commutative property. Think of commuting, okay? People talk about what's your commute to get to work or not and say, oh, it's a half an hour. So commuting is like going back and forth, and it doesn't matter which direction you're going to work or to home, it's still going to be a 5 mile distance, see? Okay, well, the associative property of addition says when the group of addends are changed, the sum is the same. So think, there's 3 friends, 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, and an 18-year-old. Maybe they're siblings. When you add the 12-year-old to the 15-year-old, you get 27. Then you add the 18-year-old's age, and we get 45 years old total, okay, 45 years total. If we grouped the 15-year-old to the 18-year-old, it's still going to equal 45 total years, okay? That's 33 and 12 is still going to be 45. So it doesn't matter which friends or associates we add first, group and order the addends, okay? So we got to think to ourselves, add the fractions to rename and regroup whole numbers. So if we saw this one, 2 3/5 plus 1 2/5, it's in parentheses, but are these good parentheses to help us? Or would it be better to group them in a different way? No, actually these parentheses can help us. if you look at the 3/5 and the 2/5, and if we added them together, we would get 1 whole. We would get 5/5. See? We would have 2 plus this 1, and then plus these 2 together make 5/5, which is 1 whole, right? Plus another 1 and 1/5. So we'd have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1/5. So it was kind of good that these were grouped together because these two fractions helped us get a whole number, see? How about this one? We've got 7 3/10 plus 5 5/10 plus 2 5/10. Is it helpful to have the 7 3/10 grouped with the 5 5/10? Actually, in this case, wouldn't it be better if we group the 2 5/10 together to get a 10/10? Yeah, it would. Associative property. We're going to group these two guys together because even for mental math, they're going to help us answer the problem. 5, 6, 7, and 8 plus 7 3/10 gets us 7 plus 8 is 15. And we move the 3/10 over. See? Here's another one. 3 4/10 plus 5 2/10 plus 6/10. Are they grouped the best way? Actually, it would be better if we added these two together, wouldn't it? Because the 6/10 and the 4/10 is going to make a 10/10. See? Then we've got our 3, and then we've got our 5 2/10. So that's 3, 4, plus 5 is 9, and 2/10. See? How about here? Are they grouped the best way possible? We have a 12 4/9, but we have a 3 5/9 over here. If we added these two together, wouldn't we get a 9/9? Yeah. So now we've got 12, and we've got 3, and 1, plus 1 more, plus the 2 9ths. So we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 2 9ths. See? Sorry about that, cutting off that on the bottom. We had 12 and the 9 9ths that these two made. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 2 9ths. Okay,